This video was made possible thanks to the Pump Station and Nursery. Come visit us at 2727 Main Street in Santa Monica, California. You can also visit our website, pumpstation.com. Hello, this is Adam, the certified car seat technician with the Pump Station and Nursery and Infant Toddler Youth. And we're going to show you how to install the Nuna Rava in rear-facing mode using the lap and shoulder belt. Now remember, before you use your car seat, be sure to read the manual so that way you know how your car seat operates and all the adjustments. All right, so for rear facing, everything on this car seat is color coded. Everything red is for front facing and everything blue is for rear facing. So we need to first change the car seat to a rear facing angle. There is a gray button on both sides of the chair. You only have to push one or the other. If you push and hold that button, you're able to adjust the angle. Now we want to make sure that we choose one of the blue options because we're doing rear facing. Level 1 is the most reclined, level 5 is the most upright, and then there's a couple in between. This car seat also has a leg extender. So on the front of the chair here, you can actually grab the leg and you can pull it out. And this just gives the child a little bit more leg room. Okay. Once we have the angle and leg extender set up, we need to make sure our belt path is open. The cup holders need to be open because that is where the seatbelt is going to enter and exit. And these just easily lift up or push down. So anytime you want to close it, you're just going to force it down. When you want to open it, you just pull it up. So we have to make sure we open up both sides. Right? Next, we need to move the straps out of the way. So I'm going to loosen up the car seat. There is a pocket on both sides of the chair. Now that the straps are loose, the metal clip can slide right in, and that's going to keep the seatbelt straps out of the way while we're doing the installation. Now that the straps are out of the way, we need to open our installation door. That requires us to open up the fabric. So there's 2 layers that you need to open up. The one with the warning label just pulls up, and then the other one, you need to unsnap it and also pull it open. Once you move the fabric out of the way, you're going to see 2 installation doors. There's a red door for front facing and a blue door for rear facing. We're going to push the blue button to open up the door. When the door opens, you're going to see the same blue seatbelt sticker that's by the cup holders. Now that all 3 doors are open, so that's the 2 cup holders and the installation door, we can grab our seatbelt and we're going to follow the blue stickers. So we're going to go through the first cup holder. We're going to go under the installation door. We're going to go out the other cup holder. And then we're going to buckle in. Next, we need to switch the seatbelt to locking mode. So grab the shoulder, pull it all the way out slowly as far as it can go. Now when you let it retract, you're going to hear a ratcheting clicking sound. That means the seatbelt's now in locking mode. We just need to do a little bit of tightening. You want to grab the shoulder belt, not the lap belt. And as you're pulling on the shoulder belt, you're using your body to kind of slowly rock the chair from side to side. And what you're doing is you're just kind of pushing the car seat into the vehicle seat as you're tightening it, because that's giving you leverage and helping you make it nice and snug. All of the stock we were tightening, you want to make sure you feed it back in the car so it continues to lock. The great thing is you don't have to tighten the seatbelt too much, because the final step is closing the installation door on top of the seatbelt. You're going to push it all the way down until you hear the clicking sound. And what that door is doing is that it's providing tension to lock the seatbelt and keep it nice and snug. The way to know this is snug enough is with one hand, you're going to grab it from either side, grab it as close to the cup holders as possible, and all you're looking for is an inch of movement. If the car seat can slide more than an inch from side to side or front to back, it's too loose. But if it's moving less than an inch like this, you're good. Never check the car seat from the top. This part is going to be able to wobble and shake. That's normal. This is where crash force is released from. And in some cars, it moves more than others. It just depends on the vehicle car seat combination. Finally, you're going to come to the side of the car seat. There's an SIP pod on both sides of the chair. This is side impact protection. The only one you have to open is the one closest to the door. So because I've got mine installed on the passenger side, we're going to open up the passenger side SIP. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to follow the Pump Station and Nursery on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. All the details will be in the description below. See you in the next video.